Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another review of another Italian classic. Tonight we're going into the horror genre, of course, for the Italian films, and we're entering a sort of a zombie film, and it's called a Zombie Holocaust. Now this is the 4K release from '88 film, which includes a Blu-ray and a 4K disc. Also includes a lovely, wonderful booklet telling from different sort of stories from the making of and different sort of pictures and stuff. And it also comes with a poster, double-sided poster, the original artwork poster, Zombie Holocaust, and the new artwork poster, Zombie Holocaust. Now this is, as I said, is a type of zombie films because it's a little bit different, because to me it ventures more on the side of a cannibal film than it does a sort of zombie film. And of course, being Italian film, it's filmed in New York. Yeah, it starts in New York, where we got this we're at this sort of hospital where body parts are being taken off bodies that are at the hospital. First of all, like a hand gets cut off by someone in like a morgue, and then the next day they're gone to this sort of like surgery area where they've got these students, and this surgeon and his assistant are showing them about the insides of like the stomach and things like that. And when they take back the sheet, that they see that the hand's missing. Anyway, so and he's saying this is the second or third time this has happened, and they said they don't know what's going on. And the glamorous assistant, she sort of like goes back to her sort of flat, and while she's at the flat, back at the hospital, another body's been mutilated and the heart's been ripped out and taken from it. And we join now sort of female lead at the flat, her flat, and but a reporter comes knocking on her door and starts talking to her about all of her sort of displays, items that she's got, all these sort of tribal displays on the wall, including this sort of sacrifice sort of knife with a sort of symbol on it. Then back at the hospital, we're back with someone else is cutting open the body again and stealing a part, and he's just about to eat it, and they turn the light on, and it's one of the sort of like porters there, and he sort of like tries to run away, and they catch him, and then he sort of runs and jumps through the window and kills himself, jumping out from like stories high of this hospital. So they all run down to see him, and he whispers something in a sort of native sort of tongue, and he's got the tattoo of the symbol that's on the sacrifice knife that was in the woman's flat. So all these little bizarre sort of things are going on, and then the woman that's gone to meet up with Ian McCulloch, our famous sort of actor who's been in other sort of these Italian sort of zombie films, and amongst other sort of amazing films. I really like him. I really do like Ian McCulloch. He looks back at these films and not as fond as I do. I think he's a little bit embarrassed of them, because he's actually a sort of Shakespearean sort of actor, and he was well known for sort of like plays and theatre in London. But to make it big, he did these sort of films, and I don't think it worked out for him. But anyway, they've met up, and the girl goes back to her flat, and she sees that her flat's been robbed, and the knife's been stolen. And of course, Ian McCulloch turns up at the flat, and he looks around and can't see anyone. And then they go off to this meeting at this New York place, where they're meeting up with the journalist that came round to her flat earlier, and another colleague, and he's showing them a slideshow of all these sort of like cannibalistic sort of bodies that have been partially eaten or killed and mutilated, and they want to go on a trip to this island where this symbol is like prolific, and it's like a symbol of the natives where the porter had come from. And so they make themselves onto a road trip to this island where they meet up with the local doctor there who looks a bit like Elvis. And in all more bizarre sort of things happen, like the girl goes and takes a shower, and she comes back and she sees a head covered in maggots in her bed with the symbol again on her sheet in blood, and she sort of screams that Ian McCulloch comes in to save the day. So what does this symbol mean, and what is going on? You need to watch it and to find out. What do I think of a Zombie Holocaust? I absolutely love this film. I really do. It's one of my favourite Italian zombie films because it's a little bit different. Because you got zombies in it later in the film, but you've also got cannibals in it. And there's like these cannibals are sort of like, I think their idea is to sort of make these zombies come back to life so they can sort of eat them and stuff like this. But it all goes a bit wrong. And we get turns into our normal sort of zombie survival horror film. The pluses of this edition, the transfer is okay. It's not amazing. It's okay. To be honest, it doesn't look any different. If you've got the Blu-ray, stick with the Blu-ray. It doesn't look any different. It's extremely gory. Extremely gory. There's a lots of blood and guts and that. As you may see, there is a few clips of some sort of gory scenes in it, and that's very mild. But there's a lot of gore in it. It's very gory. It does cross the boundary with zombie film and cannibal film, so there's a lot going on in the film. Acting superb. It's absolutely rubbish. Absolutely superb. Ian McCulloch is his normal cardboard self, which is brilliant. And the heroine is absolutely useless and, you know, sort of breaks down. And her screams are really, really strange in the film. The screams are like, It sounds like that. It's so weird. I've never heard anything like it. But I love that too. And I like the sort of bizarre story in this one. It does kind of mix the two other zombie films before, like Zombie Flesh Eaters and Zombie Creeping Flesh, almost together into one sort of like film, almost same sort of. These are quite similar. These stories, they all take place in these sort of islands, you know, be it New Guinea sort of islands or African islands or whatever. They all take place in this sort of these sort of islands, and we end up back at one of these islands after the first sort of 20 minutes of being in New York. But it's absolutely wonderful, wonderful film. The zombies are great. They look great, fantastic. There's some classic zombie scenes in this film. And it is, like I said again, extremely gory. So be prepared if you do watch this. It is a gore film. It is a video nasty. I'm going to score Zombie Holocaust an amazing watch and give it an 8 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic film. Absolutely love this. I'm so cool to get this in my collection now. They have also released Zombie Creeping Flesh in 4K. But I haven't bought that because I didn't long ago picking up. I bought it because I got it on DVD Vipco, and about a month ago I bought the Blu-ray upgrade for it, which is called, and I'm not upgrading it again, so I'm quite happy with that. But really cool film. It's got some really sort of it's just so different from the others, but I absolutely love it. Zombie Holocaust, 8 out of 10. Any of you guys seen it? If you have, let me know down below. I love that this film sort of mixed sort of zombie films, sacrifice films, cannibal films, and pile it all together into this wonderful, wonderful mush of gore. It's fantastic, an absolutely amazing film. And I love films like it because sometimes you don't want a real serious story, you just want that gore, and you just want that sort of like 80s of the 70s and 80s, the horror of the 70s and 80s. You just want to see something along those lines, and this is perfect for it. Guys, till my next video, check out some more horror channels. Check out Horror Hands, Horror Geek, Man Review Film. RS Design, Pizzlewell, I'm the Ice Lord, Cat Watches Horror Movies, and Grumpy Andrew's Haunted House. Until next time, oh, massive shout out to the lad as well. He should be up here tomorrow, can't wait. Till next time, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I really hope I see you all soon.